On June 26th, the Supreme Court issued a ruling allowing gay marriage in all 50 states. Same-sex couples across the United States rejoiced. One woman, a county clerk in Kentucky, has since taken it upon herself to become a martyr for her own religious beliefs, refusing to give marriage licenses in her county. She has been telling people that they can go to other counties, but she is denying them their Supreme Court-given right to marriage. After ignoring several rulings where she was ordered to provide all couples who came into her jurisdiction with marriage certificates, she was jailed. She was held in jail for 5 days, during which time she became an even bigger martyr. Several members of the Republican Party, including Huckabee, were there to greet her when she was finally released. She was released to a crowd of cheering people, all of whom were under the impression that what she's doing is right. The problem is whether her religious beliefs do or do not permit gay marriage isn't the point. The point is she's an elected official who is required to do a job, and a big part of her required job is administering marriage certificates. If she doesn't do her job, she should be either impeached or she should resign. It's that simple. You do your job. If you're not doing the job that you are going into work for every day, in a normal situation, you would be fired. Because it's an elected position, she can't be fired. So they have to do something. She's not the martyr people seem to think she is. And when Huckabee ever said that he would go to jail for her next time if it came down to that, because she's doing the right thing, I'm sorry, I don't want that in my presidential candidate either. And it has nothing to do with religious beliefs. It has to do with the fact that if you're going to ignore the Supreme Court's decision and you're going to ignore laws that have been set forth, that's breaking the law, and there need to be consequences for that. I have absolutely no doubt that she's a very religious woman, that she cares very deeply about everything that she's talking about. But I also believe that when she took the position, she knew there was a chance that this ruling could go through. And I believe in my heart of hearts that when you hold a position, any position, you always end up doing things you don't want to do. And this is something that she just has to either say, okay, I'm going to do it, or she has to say, I can't bring myself morally to do it, so I'm going to step down. She says she's going to return to work this week. I want to know what happens the next time a same-sex couple comes in for a marriage certificate. Is she going to tell them no again? Is she going to go back to jail? Because the judge has already made it clear that she can go back to jail if she does not give the marriage certificates. But when she was released from jail, she gave this rousing speech about how people shouldn't give up because she wants everyone to think about God and think about these religious things. And that's great. That's wonderful. I'm so happy for her. But it's not her job to be the moral compass. It's her job to grant marriage certificates. And that's what she should be doing right now. That's all she should be doing right now. And I hate to say this, I feel like her lawyers and some of these Republican candidates have been using her as a martyr and have kind of been prodding her in that direction and saying, oh, come on, come on, come on. If you just go a little bit further, if you fight a little bit more, and I may be totally off. But when you look at the histories of some of these lawyers and, their beliefs, their thought processes, it just makes sense. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't believe these things at all. But I don't know that when she started all this, she was intending on ever going to jail for her cause. I didn't see that when all of this began. We saw it happen, but I didn't see it when it began. So, again, I see things very black and white. There's nothing in between. And so my thought on this is you either do the job you're supposed to do or you don't do it anymore. And your beliefs have no bearing on your job. I mean, sure, if they asked her to kill someone, your beliefs, don't kill someone. But that's not what they're asking her to do. They're not asking her to be a part of a same-sex marriage. They're just asking her to give out a marriage certificate. And that's it. That's Naspy's point of view. Till tomorrow. Good night.